All right. Hello, everyone, and now welcome to game number 2 between How Much Long and Salex going up against, Maniac and Orange Fury. And game is already underway. Hopefully, you guys can see everything. Um, yeah, the whole entire. Yeah, I don't think that's actually the right teams. AJK. Huh? All right. All right, we'll see what is going to end up going to be unfolding here. Speed building the Altar of Kings right now. So we are going to have perhaps a faster Archmage in trying to open up and clear out this altar of, or this mercenary creep camp here. Ancient of War also positioned in such a way. So we are going to be getting into a very, very fast clearing of this mercenary camp. And I got to say, this is, signs of a well-practiced 2v2 team. They know exactly what they want to do, and on a spawning location like this is going to give the gray team a big advantage going into the second match. How much long here? Keeper of the Grove perhaps going to be trained up, and is it going to be a battle of the intellects again, as we are looking at a Tauren chieftain coming in this time from Orange Fury. And, still waiting on this is actually a delayed Altar of Kings. Two very different builds and different heroes coming out this time around. A blacksmith opening, and is it going to be perhaps a Mountain King? A Mountain King Tauren chieftain strategy is rather scary. If once both heroes get to level 2 or level 2, level 3, level 2 Stomp and level 2 Thunderclap, that damage is rather unexpected. And what is more unexpected at this point is also a Paladin first. Paladin first with Rifleman. Archmage already making his way down across over here. We're dropping off a Water Elemental, and we're going to see a bit of engagement here in just a moment. There we go. Here comes the damage. Here comes the engagement. Boulder onto the Archmage already, as the Militia are looking to join in on the fight. All right, Null Assassins looking to put pressure onto that Ancient of War. Will not switch targets, as that Ancient of War can never get poisoned. Rock Golem about to get taken down. Second Water Elemental already dropped into play. Could have perhaps saved a little bit of mana. Don't think he really needed to do that, as the Archmage gets to level 2, picks up a 4-Stroll Shadow Priest, and now going to finish off the remaining Null here. Meanwhile, we are looking at a Tauren Chieftain out in the middle of the fight here. Looks like he went for Stomp first, and that's hence the little bit of damage on these Null Brutes. Back off on the other side here. Keeper of the Grove already out, getting in some easy damage onto some peasants, and I believe, Holy Light saving it right there. The Keeper of the Grove perhaps forgetting that it was a Paladin first. Archmage looking to perhaps get to level 3. Water Elementals are currently out onto the field. That Water Elemental absorbing quite a bit of damage. Didn't really deal that much. As I mentioned, perhaps the Water Elemental didn't need to be summoned. That could have been better used. But then again, it's taking a lot of damage here anyways. Keeper of the Grove still doing a little bit of harassment, trying to disrupt Purple's game plan. We are looking at Rifleman and that Paladin. The Paladin does a good job of keeping all of these Riflemen alive early on. Meanwhile, the Tauren Chieftain is currently going to walk around here, and it may be a battle of auras. The Tauren Chieftain with Endurance Aura and the Paladin's Devotion Aura is going to make damage just that much more effective here. Keeper of the Grove may try to get off an entangle here in just a moment, turning back around. Grunt's going to try to battle up, and the Keeper of the Grove is actually in a little bit of a shady spot as it now tries to run back. Meanwhile, Archmage looking to finish off this Red Drake here. You can see that the Archmage actually benefiting from this Fountain of Mana in the center portion of the map. That Red Drake will get taken down. Huntresses are now here on the fight. Scourge Bone Chimes being dropped, giving additional healing for these footmen. Alright, Archmage pretty much maxed out on mana already. Should really be trying to drop some additional Water Elementals as the pressure is now coming across. Tauren Chieftain does get to level 2. Paladin is also down here as well. Are we going to get some engagement? There goes a massive range. And until we get to AoE, if SalesX gets that same AoE with Blizzard and Flame Strike that we saw in Game 1, this massive range army is going to be rather difficult to deal with. Footman, I don't... Oh, do they have defend yet? There's a stomp going down. Forest Troll, Shadow Priest quickly taken down. Scroll of Speed also being used, allowing for easy escapes, as well as we see a quick stomp also being thrown in. All right, Tauren Chieftain down to 110 hit points, going to be forced to back away. This Tauren Chieftain low on mana. Holy Light saving a little bit of the... saving some of the units again, as there goes some units. Footman now with defend, and all of a sudden this massive range army, which looked so strong just seconds ago, is going to start falling flat. Footman able to do a little bit of diving here, finishing off some of the units, and with the Footman's vampiric aura, they're able to stay alive fairly well too. All right, there goes a headhunter trying to escape back. It looks like he will be able to live and fight another day. More range as well. Archmage, however, going to finish off that Troll Berserker there. All right, 33 supply and 30 supply going up against, well, 32 supply and... Oh, no, 32 supply and 30. So armies are still pretty much very even. We are teching the tier 2, just starting teching the tier 2 coming in from the Orc player. Meanwhile, tier 2 nearly done for both human players, and the Night Elf already there as well. Keeper of the Grove could be trying to get a Tavern Hero in just a moment. We'll see if it is going to be another Alchemist again. It is going to be another Alchemist hired up off over here. Tavern Heroes entangle onto that Null Overseer, clearing out both creep camps rather effectively. Keeper of the Grove sitting at level 2, perhaps picking up a Ring of Protection +3. Not necessarily the best item, but this is still looking very strong for the Keeper of the Grove and the Alchemist. Finishing off those remaining units. Meanwhile, back off to the north, Archmage going to try and put pressure here. A lot of Troll Berserkers getting in some of that damage, and well, the units are now trying to back away once more. Rifleman going to chase after the Water Elemental, not really getting much of anything there, as we are looking at perhaps higher level heroes coming into play. The Tauren Chieftain has gotten to level 2 Stomp here, so that is going to be incredibly important. Thank you now for the follow, as the Rock Golem, well, here, ready to go. Rock Golem going to get taken down pretty quickly. Manual of Health needs to be picked up by that Tauren Chieftain. No, by the Paladin instead. Big items indeed, as the Paladin, did it go for Devotion Aura 2? No, it went for Holy Light level 2, as there is another high hit point hero that it may want to heal. Back across on the other side, Archmage finishing off some easy units here. Archmage able to run deep inside, finishing off a Troll Berserker. Meanwhile, the tech to tier 2 is still not done, delaying that second hero even further. We're looking at dual Arcane Sanctums coming in this time around. Dual Arcane Sanctums, it is going to be for mass Spellbreakers, which means I am expecting to see an AoE strategy plan here in just a moment. Also, the Water Elemental and the Archmage putting in so much pressure right here. Are we going to perhaps see a little bit of body blocking? Archmage does not have Boots of Speed. Siphon Mana not even being used. A little bit of damage right there. Rifleman shooting that Archmage as it runs by, and the Archmage will be able to get away. Alchemist still sitting at level 1, Keeper of the Grove still sitting at level 2, as both sides looking to clear out some difficult creep camps. Tauren Chieftain now up to level 4 with level 2 Endurance Aura. Grunts, the Headhunters all attacking a little bit faster now, as the units getting ready to make their rounds. Clearing out these difficult red creep camps, and this is actually a sight to behold. Clearing out, if both purple armies are able to clear out red creep camps, that would give them a major item advantage. As we're looking at the Tauren Chieftain trying to get in the front here, the Tauren Chieftain could be in a little bit of hurt. He can't absorb that much mana, doesn't have, or that much damage. He doesn't have any more healing salves, so he will be forced to try and retreat. Tome of Intelligence and, well, a Potion of Greater Mana on that Tauren Chieftain is going to make him rather scary. A good stomp would be so effective right now. Not quite sure why he isn't doing that, but let's just see that Tauren Chieftain heal slowly any which way. All right, the Berserkers, or Headhunters still right now, not upgrading to, or not upgraded to Berserkers obviously yet. We don't see any second hero still from the Tauren Chieftain, as the Tauren Chieftain going to finish off these Null Brutes. Level 3 Stomp could change things drastically, but we are also transitioning into Spellbreakers as well, and the Tauren Chieftain may end up countering himself by the time, or get countered by the time he is ready to make a move out onto the field. All right, Archmage looking to clear out this Granite Golem creep camp, and we are looking at the Gray Army. Are they going to try to clear out this Granite Golem creep camp? Not quite yet. Archmage sits at level 3, going to be comfortably doing so. Footmen all in that front line. We're taking a look at that Mountain King sitting at level 2, not a Blood Mage this time around. And, well, the Mountain King just absorbing a lot of damage indeed. I believe, was there a Pipe of Insight? No, I thought I saw a Pipe of Insight for a second. Mountain King, Gloves of Haste, Gauntlets of Ogre Strength +3. Tauren Chieftain getting ready to go. Are we going to get enough healing? That is the question. Tauren Chieftain perhaps would have preferred, well, this to be a fountain of health. We should be looking at the Paladin. Yeah, Holy Light right there. And with this fountain of mana, this is actually a bit of a lucky break for Maniac and Orange Fury. They did not go for an Archmage, so normally mana is going to be a problem, but not this time around. Come on, Paladin, heal up that, your Tauren Chieftain friend. There goes the Scroll of Town Portal. They're going to try and save, and units are already going to be coming into retreat. There you have it. Keeper of the Grove is right here, and in comes an engagement. Tauren Chieftain is going to try to get into that frontline spot, however, getting quickly entangled. There is a stomp, and the Keeper of the Grove is just going to be able to get out of there rather fast. All right, Headhunters. Still looking for that upgrade. Are we getting that upgrade now? The Berserker upgrade getting upgraded here as we are looking at, well, 23 over 27 damage. Headhunters being ready to get into the action. Tauren Chieftain is invisible. Double scrolls of healing. Also has a potion of greater mana. At one, maybe it sold a circlet of nobility too. Berserkers are ready to join in on the battle here in just a moment. Archers are all off over here. Are they gonna perhaps get caught out of position? Paladin in position, Blood Mage in position, and in comes this massive range army again. Tauren Chieftain hiding off to the side. Is there going to be some sort of strange battle? Tauren Chieftain lying in wait, ready to go. He is just waiting for the right opportunity and time, as the Tauren Chieftain is currently just surrounded. And that is strange. All right, Tauren Chieftain getting ready to go back off to the north. We're going to see in all of these units here, Tauren Chieftain are going to try and fight. There's a stomp along the backside, stunning over 12 supply of that army again. Tauren Chieftain is right there. Level 5. Is he going to get down another stomp in time? It does not look like it, as the Scroll of Town Portal is going to whisk everyone away. In comes the Blizzard as massive damage. Flame Strike coming in, but the Flame Strike actually hitting some of his own units there. Footman now trying to back away as the Tauren Chieftain still alive and well. Spellbreakers need to find their target. Holy Light still hanging on here as the Tauren Chieftain at level 5 with level 3 stomp can do a lot of damage here. I believe a Scroll of Healing was used. There's another giant stomp, stunning so many units. The mortar teams in the back trying to finish off all of those units in the back, as well as the Tauren Chieftain still has a potion of greater mana, uses another stomp again and trying to finish off more units. Spellbreakers in big need to work overtime to try to shut down this Tauren Chieftain, as this Tauren Chieftain still has mana, at least for now. Armies are still falling apart here. Holy Light trying to keep that Tauren Chieftain alive. Another stomp being used on through, but is it enough at this point, as we're looking at, well, Staff of Preservation saving that alchemist there. All right, Holy Light continuing to save more units. Maniac with this summoned rock golem is going to be able to perhaps just lie down more units. There goes another stomp again. So much damage being done here, as a mountain giant could end up getting taken down. Siphon mana away. There's a stomp. It looks like it's going to get stabbed of preservation. That mountain giant was down to 5 hit points. Tauren going to end up getting taken down instead. Siphon mana into the Tauren Chieftain. Tauren Chieftain, a one-man army trying to stay alive. The Spellbreakers, however, doing a great job removing much of his mana, as the Tauren Chieftain does find another stomp to finish off multiple units again. All right, Mortar Team going to get taken down. Tauren Chief getting very close to level 6. A Thunderclap coming back in on the other side, as the Mountain King trying to do his best to imitate the Tauren Chieftain's stomp ability. Siphon mana away, as the Tauren Chieftain now in some big trouble. No easy way to stay alive. Thank you for the follow, as the Tauren Chieftain now backs up. Paladin does have enough for another Holy Light. Is it going to be able to do anything here, as the units are still backing away? Blizzard still raining down once more, as the Troll Berserkers are able to finish off able to finish off some more units here. Again, Tauren Chieftain a little bit too far, needs to back away, wants to get that last bit of experience, 82 experience away from being able to get to Resurrection, and then it will just dive on in there once more. Units are backing up though. Maniac trying to save that Mortar Team, not going to work. The Dryad Slow Poison going to be enough to finish it off, as the Mountain King is going to be able to Stormbolt anything. No. Blood Mage with Siphon mana stopping that in its tracks. All units trying to perhaps retreat back next to this fountain of mana. Also looking at the Tauren Chieftain, he's going to be able to get his mana back up very, very quickly. And as I said before, purple getting a very lucky break, not having an Archmage, but having a fountain of mana in the center of the map here, being able to heal up and regenerate all of that precious mana rather quickly. We're going to look at this Paladin, perhaps try to Holy Light some other units. The Blood Mage should be giving extra mana to that Paladin to work, to continually heal up the remainder of this army here. No Priest to be seen. Dryads, Archers, going to go ahead and push off to this, well, 4 o'clock location. Are we going to see some units getting caught out of position? Archmage and Mountain King going to try and engage. Who and where are they going to be going next? Tauren, well, taking a bit, doing a little bit of a dance. Meanwhile, Keeper of the Grove going to find this base rather wide open and perhaps try and just finish off target after target here. There is a little bit of split action as, well, there goes a mortar team giving level 4 now to that Keeper of the Grove. Archmage now trying to retreat back, or trying to run back home to try and save his base. Meanwhile, the Tauren is right there, has a potion of invisibility, and can use that strategy again that we saw that was so effective. Maniac's main base, however, taking a lot of damage now, and you cannot afford to lose. Well, you shouldn't be losing your main base like that so quickly and easily. All right. Tauren Chieftain is going to be able to be effective. No, that massive army of Spellbreakers in that front line going to remove much of the mana there, as we were looking at a Tauren there isn't going to be able to get a Holy Light to try and save. Tauren Chieftain going after all of those units. A stomp right there is taking down or stopping that Forest Troll Berserker. Mountain King should easily get taken down. There's the Siphon Mana, as this Tauren could continue to do a little bit more effectiveness there. All right, Stormbolt onto a Priest, missing that Mountain King, as that Mountain King able to get away. Level 6 now on the Tauren Chieftain. Tauren Chieftain now going to try to make its way back. The Night Elf army has finished off much, or the main base of Maniac here, but I believe no, Orange Fury setting up another expansion off to the north. Tauren Chieftain sitting at level 6. Taurens ready for the charge. 49 over 50 supply compared to 38 over 30, and the Night Elf army bringing Mountain Giants to try and finish everything off here. A Tree of Eternity going to take a lot of damage here in just a moment. Tauren Chieftain is going to try and finish off this Tree of Eternity quickly, as the mortar teams in the back should be able to do some quick damage indeed. Tauren, I don't believe the Tauren Chieftain's stomp will actually affect all of those wisps in that back line spot. There we go. There's a giant stomp. There's some detonations as the wisps do find a little bit of their target. Siphon Mana back into that Tauren Chieftain for now. Are we going to perhaps try and go for Scroll of Town Portal right here? That would be absolutely perfect. But I believe How Much Long will end up just trying to retreat back. Taking down the remaining base. There's that Tauren Chieftain teleporting, already retreating back. There we go, as the Tauren... as the Taurens now trying to find their targets again. There's a stomp, triple or double Mountain Giant and an Alchemist getting stunned in their position right there, as a Scroll of Town Portal whisking away some of those units. Staff of Preservation saves a low hit point, but is it going to save that one too? Yes, it will. All right, units trying to get back every which way. Main mining buildings were taken down here. Orc Burrow going to get taken down. Meanwhile, yeah, and they left some people back, but those are just summons. They don't really care about them at all. Level 4, level 3 coming in from the Keeper of the Grove and the Alchemist. Meanwhile, this expansion is nearly up. Fountain of Mana now being used by the Night Elf army. And the Alchemist should be able to easily Healing Spray and get some more hit points back onto these units again. Mountain King also sitting on a good bit of mana. Archmage, everyone is maxed out. This Fountain of Mana knows no enemies. Everyone wants to be around it. It's kind of like Mr. Popular in high school. All right, Tauren Chieftain going to make its way back across here. We see a little bit of damage. Units are in retreat, but, well, the Tauren Chieftain not going to be able to do really that much damage, as that Spellbreaker front line is completely Tauren Chieftain's stomp. The Taurens, however, do have a bit of additional armor thanks to the devotion aura of that Paladin, Blood Mage. And are we getting any additional units trained? Perhaps just getting lumber and perhaps trying to send it back to their friend. All right, Flying Machine does spot that Tauren Chieftain. Mountain Giant is right there. How much damage can be done? We're seeing the units just going back and forth. There's a blizzard raining down. but not much to be shown there at all. 45 over 20 supply, and no new units coming in from the Night Elf. Night Elf units much more well, vulnerable, as they are not going to be getting replaced. Siphon mana taking away some of that precious mana again, as we see revealing coming in on both this and this base. All right, a little bit of a standoff right now. No one quite sure how to handle the other opponent. Alchemist is going to dive on in. Is it going to try and get an acid bomb? No, it just dove in, gave mana, took damage, and decided to back up as more Blizzard now raining on in here. All right, in comes the damage. There's the Pulverize. The Mountain Giant's trying to get away, entangle quickly onto that Tauren. Siphon mana as the Tauren Chieftain gets a stun on that Archmage. There goes another stun, and there goes in that follow-up entangle. Tauren trying to finish off some of the units. Potion of Invulnerability deep inside enemy lines, massive Spellbreakers, as we're looking at the Tauren just standing next. There's that Stomp to stop that Blizzard in its tracks, but the Thunderclap still doing a lot of damage across the board. In comes the battle here, as the Tauren is still in that backline. Scroll of Healing being used, Stomp not in time there. Thunderclap across multiple units again. Tauren is still behind enemy lines trying to finish off all of those units. What is this Tauren really hoping to do with Spellbreakers and Dryads every which way and completely immune? Thunderclap dealing massive damage, and the Tauren was not close enough to the Archmage to stop all of that Blizzard damage. Tauren, Mountain Giant right there. Holy Light trying to save some of those units. Berserkers are still continuing that fight. Blizzard now raining down on the Blood Mage. Blood Mage could end up getting taken down. Tauren Chieftain back with mana again. Is that Archmage going to be able to get away? Trying to get over there, unable to do so. Is it going to try to finish off anything, as that Archmage is down to 98 hit points? All right, in, ready to go. Tauren Chieftain is going to go in for the Stomp. There it is. Is it enough damage? Down to 5 hit points, and he does fall. Tauren at level 7 now. Level 4 Archmage has fallen, but not before a large amount of damage was done. Rifleman, another massive Thunderclap, slowing down multiple units, dealing so much damage across the board, as the Tauren still trying to finish off many of these targets. The Tauren pretty much has a death wish at this point, doesn't care if it dies, as it will just get back up again. Mountain King, on the other hand, wishing that he had more mana, and, well, being forced to back up as more mana is being siphoned away. Paladin, Holy Light trying to save again. Mountain King still dodging back around. A quick entangle onto Maniac's mortar team right there, but a Holy Light saves it once again, as the Mountain King uses a potion of mana. There's another Thunderclap, well, raining or stomping onto another Berserker. Paladin is retreating back once more. Who came out ahead in this fight? That is the major question. Another Thunderclap being brought on through. That Mountain King really doing a lot of damage. Yes, Arya. Yes.
What's the Tauren's main ability?
The Tauren's main ability? This guy or the Tauren Chieftains? The Tauren Chieftain's main ability was Stomp, and now he also has level 3 Endurance Aura. Alright, all the units now coming back into the center here. Holy Light onto the Tauren Chieftain. Tauren Chieftain is going to be able to get in front of that Alchemist. I do believe so. There's a Stomp. Staff of Preservation saves the Mountain Giant, but unable to save that Archer there. Meanwhile, Mountain King coming back around, trying to go after the Mortar team, but unable to do so. Paladin needs to come back around, and you can see Holy Lights are coming in from every which way. Damage focusing down onto those units, and that is going to be the game. How much long? And Salex giving the GG, meaning that we are going into a game 3. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.